Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the English news of Bình Phước Radio, television station and newspaper. We have your story today. Land price continue upwards. Men in critical condition after road accident on Highway 14. Malaysia Prime Minister visit to Vietnam to advance strategic partnership more substantively. Vietnam bright export signal a favorable year in 2022. Hanoi's builder and townhouse segment excessive in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, real estate transactions have become much more active in many suburban areas around Vietnam in recent times. Splitting land plots has become more common, with the share of the two plots inflating price and creating land fever, which leads to many negative consequences.
To address this situation, the People's Committee of Đồng Xoài City, Bình Phước Province, and Lâm Đồng Province have suspended procedures relating to the division of land plots. More recently, the Hanoi Department of Natural Resources and Environment also sent a written request to the People's Committees of districts and towns in the capital to suspend the division of agricultural land plots.
A serious traffic accident on National Highway No. 14 has left one man in a critical condition.
At about 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, March 26, a 45-year-old man was driving his motorbike along National Highway No. 14 from Budang District to Đồng Xoài City. In Phú Bình Village, in Phú Trung Commune, he suddenly hit the back of a truck that had stopped on the roadside shoulder. The impact left the man unconsciousness, and he was taken to hospital in a critical condition. The accident is being investigated.
Police in Busamap district have said they are holding two suspects from Dakar commute for illegal possession of drugs.
The two detainees are Phạm Văn Bình, born in 1994, and Đăng Đình Thắng, born in 1995, both of whom live in Dakar commune of Busamap district. Local forces checked a hotel in the village of Dak Lim near the People's Committee of Dakar Commune and found the two men storing two white nylon packages containing drugs. They admitted to being drug addicts and said the packages were full of methamphetamine. I fell into addiction and have now been arrested by authorities. I regret my actions. I promise the government I will not go down the road of addiction anymore and will only conduct legitimate business. The number of people possessing, trading, and using illegal drugs is increasing. Busamap District Police have introduced special projects to focus on suppressing this type of crime.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official visit to Vietnam by Malaysian Prime Minister on March 20 to 21 is expected to help intensify the two countries' strategic partnership in a more substantive manner.
During the visit, the Malaysian Prime Minister held talks with Vietnamese Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, witnessed the signing of cooperation agreements on recruitment, employment and repatriation of laborers, legal cooperation between the Vietnamese and Malaysian governments, and a cooperation agreement between the Vietnamese Agency and Malaysian National News Agencies, among others. Both sides agreed to further facilitate the expansion of collaboration in several fields, including investment, automation, smart logistics, innovation, high technology, digital economy, and digital transformation. Prime Minister Ismail Sabri also paid a courtesy call on Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and met with President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc and National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ.
President Phúc congratulated Mr. Yoon Suk-yeol on being elected as the 20th President of the Republic of Korea during their phone talks on March 23rd. President-elect Yoon Suk-yeol said he always attaches importance to relations with Vietnam and wishes the two sides to further enhance bilateral ties in the future. He said that Korea will continue to encourage its businesses to invest or expand investment in Vietnam, and that his country will facilitate Vietnamese citizens' entry. Mr. Yoon Suk-yeol lauded Vietnam's role in ASEAN and thanked Vietnam for its contributions to peace, stability, cooperation and development on the Korean peninsula. The two leaders agreed to increase bilateral trade to $100 billion next year and $150 billion in 2030.
A delegation of the National Assembly headed by Chairman of its Committee for External Relations Vũ Hải Hà had joined the forums of young and women parliamentarians, a part of the 144th General Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union IPO 144 and related meetings in Bali, Indonesia. On March 20th, the delegation attended the Forum of Women Parliamentarians, showing the experience of IT application in online education during the period of COVID-19. On March 21st, Vietnamese delegation met with IPO Secretary General Martin Chuong and President Duterte Pacheco to discuss the promotion of cooperation between the National Assembly and the IPO. Vietnam delegation also presented 5 proposals to promote parliamentary actions to achieve net zero targets at the IPO 144.
A Francophone delegation led by General Secretary of the International Organization of La Francophonie, or OIF, Louis Mushikiwabo, is visiting Vietnam from March 21st to 30th. During the visit, 24 Francophonie countries and OIF member governments met with over 420 Vietnamese firms to discuss business and investment projects, mostly in the 3 main areas of agriculture, food processing, sustainable energy, community, and digital services. A Francophone business forum was opened in Ho Chi Minh City on March 22nd to 23rd, and the Vietnam Francophone High-Level Economic Forum in Hanoi on March 24th to introduce Vietnam's strategic orientation, business and investment opportunities, and the local business climate. Founded in 1970, the OIF now has 88 member states and observers.
Vietnam rice exports has been increasing significantly in the first month of 2022, signaling a favorable year for the country produce.
Data from the General Department of Customs show the country exported nearly 975,000 tons of rice, worth $469 million in the first 2 months of the year, up 48% and 30.6% against the same period last year, respectively. Vietnam's largest rice export market during the period was the Philippines, with the exports to the country rising by 110% in volume and 82% in value. It was followed by China. Vietnamese rice exporters have been focusing more on quality to better access to the European market to capitalize on the EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement, or VEFTA. Experts says Vietnam's rice exports this year will continue to better exploit the advantages from the EVFTA to boost shipments to the European market. The EU currently accounts for only a small share of Vietnam's total rice exports, with 1% in volume and 1.3% in turnover.
Hanoi real estate markets, especially the villa and townhouse segment, will prosper in 2022 thanks to economic stimulus economic programs.
According to experts, Vietnam is entering a new normal, adapting to the pandemic and promoting economic growth. The country is facing opportunities to recover and develop, including the real estate market. In 2022, more than 3,000 dwellings from 13 projects will enter the market. 41% will be in Hoài Đức, followed by Đan Phượng with 26%. Western districts, including Hà Đông, Hoài Đức, and Đan Phượng, will have the largest supply in 2022, with over 2,200 dwellings. Eastern Hanoi will also have strong growth with new supply from Eco Park and a new major project, Vinhomes Dream City in Văn Giang District, Hưng Yên Province. Hanoi recently collaborated with Hưng Yên, Bắc Giang, Bắc Ninh, and Vĩnh Phúc provinces for the approval of the investment plan for Ring Road 4. Villa and townhouse projects in Hanoi and other provinces that are located near these ring roads would greatly benefit.
Chi Minh City, Vietnam's largest economic hub, has been paying attention to developing the high-tech industry so as to bring into full play opportunities brought about the fourth industrial revolution.
Over the past time, many domestic and foreign invested companies in Ho Chi Minh City have established advanced production models and applied high-tech techniques, the forming modern production lines, easing dependence on imported components, and meeting the demand for high-tech products in the country for export. The Saigon High-Tech Park currently has 165 valid investment projects, totaling $8.6 billion, in which many major groups such as Samsung and Intel have enjoyed effective business and investment and plan to expand their production scale. To attract major investors, the city is promoting the establishment of a 300-hectare high-tech supporting industrial park to create an ecosystem for high-tech supporting industries. It says that in its investment attraction strategy, the park will prioritize projects with new and advanced technologies. It is expected to draw around $3 billion in the over 50 high-tech projects in the 2021 and 2025 period.
That's all for news today. Thanks for your watching BPTV News. Goodbye and see you next time.